Imagine waking up and feeling completely at peace. No urge to check your phone, no craving to scroll endlessly, no distraction pulling you away from the present moment. Just clarity, stillness, and purpose. But let's be honest, that's not how most of us live anymore. We're stuck in a loop, chasing stimulation, dopamine hits, and quick rewards. Cut to fast-paced montage of social media scrolling, gaming, junk food, Netflix binging. Dopamine. It's the reason we get hooked, the reason we procrastinate, and the reason we feel exhausted, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. Welcome to day 2 of your 30-day self-improvement journey on the Prime Paradox. Today, we talk about a hidden addiction, one that doesn't show up in bottles or needles, but in notifications, sugar, likes, reels, and more. It's time for a reset. A dopamine detox. What is dopamine? Let's break it down. Dopamine is a chemical in your brain, not just any chemical. It's the motivation molecule. It drives behavior. It controls desire. It's what makes us chase goals, rewards, and pleasure. When you eat chocolate, your brain releases dopamine. When someone likes your post, dopamine. When you beat a level in a game, dopamine. This isn't inherently bad. Dopamine is necessary. It's how we evolved to survive. But here's the problem. Your brain is not built for the 21st century. It's built for hunting, gathering, running from tigers, not for TikTok loops or Instagram feeds that hijack your reward system. In modern life, we are overexposed to high dopamine stimuli. And like any drug, the more you use it, the less effective it becomes. Your brain gets desensitized, so it craves more and more stimulation to feel the same level of excitement. The result? You can't focus on boring tasks. You procrastinate everything that doesn't give instant pleasure. You lose motivation to do what actually matters: reading, studying, building, creating. We live in the most connected age in human history. Yet we feel more lost, distracted, and anxious than ever before. Why? Because you're not addicted to social media. You're not addicted to Netflix. You're addicted to dopamine. Here are the hidden symptoms of dopamine overload. See how many apply to you. 1. You can't focus for more than a few minutes. You start a task, then check your phone. You open a book, then watch a reel. Your brain has been trained to escape boredom at all costs. 2. You feel unmotivated for important tasks. Cleaning your room feels like climbing a mountain. Starting that side hustle? Tomorrow. Always tomorrow. Your brain is too used to high dopamine from low-value tasks. 3. Nothing excites you anymore. Your old hobbies feel dull. Even things you used to love now feel like chores. 4. You feel mentally fatigued, not from doing too much, but from switching between too many things. We're not tired because we're overworked. We're tired because our attention is being ripped apart every few seconds by $1 trillion attention economy. This isn't your fault. The system is designed this way. But here's the truth. You can rewire your brain. And it starts with one powerful practice: dopamine detox. What is dopamine detox? Really? Let's clear the air. Dopamine detox doesn't mean no dopamine. That's impossible. It means giving your brain a break from artificial dopamine spikes so it can reset to normal sensitivity. Think of it like this. You've been eating cake every hour. Eventually, even fruit tastes bland. But if you stop eating cake for a while, suddenly, an apple feels delicious again. That's what detoxing does. You allow your brain to find joy in simple, healthy pleasures again. Reading a book, going for a walk, working on your goals. Deep conversations. These are all low dopamine, high reward habits. But to appreciate them, you need to stop flooding your brain with cheap hits. Dopamine detox in 3 steps. 1. Identify your dopamine triggers. What are the things you constantly escape to? For most people, it's social media, YouTube shorts, video games, junk food, constant background noise, music, podcasts, Write these down. 2. Block them out for 24 hours. Choose one day, one window of time, and cut out all unnecessary dopamine triggers. Yes, you'll feel bored. Yes, you'll feel restless. That's your brain rewiring. That's the detox working. 3. Replace, don't just remove. Instead of scrolling, try journaling. Instead of YouTube, try going for a silent walk. Instead of sugar, try water and fruit. The goal isn't just subtraction, it's substitution. You're teaching your brain. Simple is enough. Stillness is beautiful. Boredom is a signal, not a problem. Let me tell you a story. Daniel was 24. He couldn't go 15 minutes without checking his phone. He scrolled in the bathroom, at dinner, in bed, and even during conversations. He was smart, had dreams, but couldn't start anything. He learned about dopamine detox. The first day, he said it was hell. The silence felt loud. The boredom was intense. But then something changed. On day 3, he picked up an old journal. On day 4, he went on a walk, without headphones, for the first time in years. By day 10, he wrote the first chapter of a book he'd been procrastinating for 2 years. All because he gave his brain a break. Here's another one. Fatima, 19, addicted to gaming and sugar. She tried detoxing on weekends only, just Saturdays and Sundays. Within a month, she had better grades, deeper sleep, and, her words, a brain that finally feels clean. Dopamine detox isn't just a trend. It's the unlearning of overstimulation. It's how you give your soul room to breathe again. The science behind the rewire. Let's talk science. When you engage in high dopamine activities constantly, your brain develops something called dopamine resistance. It's like having a speaker turned to full volume. Eventually, your ears can't pick up the soft sounds anymore. Your dopamine receptors downregulate. They stop responding to normal, healthy signals. That's why you feel numb. You procrastinate. You can't find joy in simple things. You crave more extreme stimulation. Dopamine detox works because it lowers the volume. It gives your brain time to rebalance. According to a 2021 study from Stanford Neuroscience Institute, reduced digital stimulation for even short periods showed increased motivation, focus, and reduced anxiety in young adults. Another research paper from Cambridge University found intentional reduction of dopamine triggering activities led to improved executive function and long-term planning abilities. So when you detox, you're not just resting, you're rebuilding your brain from the inside out. Step-by-step guide to your detox day. Ready to try it? Here's a simple guide for your first dopamine detox. Step 1. Prepare in advance. Pick a day, ideally a weekend. Tell friends and family you'll be offline. Delete social media apps, or use app blockers like Freedom or Cold Turkey. Step 2. Remove distractions. Clear your room. Hide your snacks. Turn off all notifications. You're creating a sacred space for silence and self-connection. Step 3. Choose low dopamine alternatives. Here are things you can do. Meditate, journal. Read a physical book. Go on long walks. Clean your space. Reflect on your life. Avoid internet browsing music, especially with lyrics. Games. Junk food. Anything that gives quick pleasure. Step 4. Observe and reflect. You might feel anxious, bored, frustrated, restless. This is normal. This is withdrawal. It means your brain is healing. Step 5. End with intention. At the end of your detox day, sit down, reflect, write about what you felt. Ask yourself, what do I actually enjoy? What am I running from with distraction? What am I ready to rebuild? You'll be amazed what comes up. Most people never escape. They live in a loop. Wake up, scroll, work, escape, sleep, repeat their dreams. On pause. Their focus, fragmented. Their minds, hijacked. Why? Because we're not fighting distraction. We're fighting a system designed to keep you weak. The world profits from your inattention. The more you scroll, the more they earn. The more you snack, the more they sell. The more you escape, the less you create. But here's the paradox. You're not powerless. The moment you decide to break the loop is the moment you reclaim your life. And it starts with the courage to sit in silence. What happens after detox? The rise of your new mind. So, what happens after the detox? Everything changes. Here's what people report after consistent dopamine detox practice. 1. Sharpened focus. You sit down and actually finish things. Reading becomes easy. Work becomes flow. 2. Emotional clarity. You finally feel your feelings. You're no longer escaping discomfort. You're learning from it. 3. Motivation. Returns. Your mind stops chasing cheap pleasure. It starts craving growth. You naturally start working on long postponed goals. 4. Sleep improves. No more screen time late at night. Your dreams return. You wake up actually feeling rested. 5. Life becomes richer. Walks feel meaningful. Conversations go deeper. Even your breath feels different. It's like going from grayscale to full color, because your mind is no longer numb. You're alive again. Your challenge. 7 days of detox. So here's your challenge. The 7-day dopamine detox reset. You don't need to disappear. You don't need to meditate for 10 hours a day. You just need 1 hour a day. Here's how it works. Day 1. No social media for the first hour after waking up. Day 2. 60 minutes of intentional silence. No music, no screens. Day 3. Replace one high dopamine habit with journaling. Day 4. Do a full meal with zero digital distraction. Day 5. 30-minute walk with no phone. Day 6. Delete one unnecessary app. Day 7. Full dopamine detox for 6 hours. You can do this. Thousands already have. You'll come out the other side with more control, clarity, and calm than you've had in years. And when you do, cinematic conclusion. This is how you begin. This is how you begin. Not with a bang, not with a burst of energy, but with a breath, a pause, a choice. You step away from noise, so you can finally hear yourself. Because your potential isn't lost, it's just buried under layers of distraction. And every moment you reclaim your attention, you reclaim your life. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're overstimulated. But now, you know the truth, and truth is powerful. So pause the scroll, close the extra tabs, sit in silence, and rise. The more you disconnect from chaos, the more you reconnect to purpose.